Aaron Boy over on the outside, Perfect Jewel, forced to cover some additional ground here in running this odds-on pop. Down on the inside, fourth is Melrose Beach, in the middle, Invisible Pro. Then She's a Boo 2, who's around them deeper, right off the track, Kelly's Gem in front of Hong Long, and further back behind those, then last of all is Rio Boy. They're in the home straight, and Aaron Boy kicked a length and a half in front. Pike has to go to work now on Perfect Jewel down the outside. Aaron Boy, the leader, won't be for too long though. The filly starts to work into the gears now. She dropped one, she dropped two, and she dropped them all off. Coming away from them, Perfect Jewel. Pricked her ears up from Aaron Boy. Invisible Pro is attacking the line strongly late in the race, but Perfect Jewel in a pretty impressive debut here. This regally bred filly beat Invisible Pro and Aaron Boy. On the outside, then a nice run handed in by Kelly's Gem, which was off the track all of the way to run fourth. And they were followed then by She's a Boo 2, then Melrose Beach. Caress Your Soul dropped out. Well back, Hong Long, and tailed right off is Rio Boy. Perfect Jewel, the winner, ridden by William Pike. She sat deep there in transit, parked right on the speed, and she'd just had a good look around there on the straight, switching her ears around there as Pike just guided her through what she had to do, really. And under these conditions, a strong effort. Nice performance, Invisible Pro on debut, and just touching Aaron Boy off for second placing, and a handy run as well by another of the debutantes, Kelly's Gem, who had to do plenty of work in running from the back around them wide and kept on coming and was pretty green as well. But all honours with Perfect Jewel, a Reduced Choice filly, a half to Star Exhibit, and also Royal Star. She's got a pedigree and a half behind her for Peter's Investments, trained by Team Williams, and William Pike aboard. Scoring from Invisible Pro, Pro Art, Disappearing Gelding for Neil Irvine's Rapid Equine Syndicate, trained by Simon Miller, handled by Peter Nucky, and Aaron Boy by Demerit from Gull Caviar for Darryl Litton. Also the Hamlin Bay Thoroughbred Syndicate, managed by Steve Litton, T. Mangione, R. Lindsay, Steve Wolfe, T. Gatto, Bill Patterson, D. Ganetch, Jay Spiniello, and Mick Brazier, trained by Steve Wolfe, handled by Sean McGruddy. 9, 2, and 1 of the placings. 8 Kelly's Gem, a commendable fourth. 9, 2, 1, and 8 here after the Villiers Plate. 170, 120 Perfect Jewel, Invisible Pro 2 even, Aaron Boy 130, SP's Perfect Jewel 170, Invisible Pro 10s, Aaron Boy 440. Third race today, the Get the Tab Touch Plate for 2-year-olds over 1200. Number 2 Ascot Gold, 8 Thunderstrut are the scratchings out of the next event of the day. Take out 2 and 8 from race number 3, coming up at 142. Now margins to hand in a few moments following the running of race number 2, taken out there by Perfect Jewel. A perfect start to her career coming away, and she won pretty comfortably. Official margin 2 1/4 with the head second and third. The time is 1:15.65. So just a touch slower than they produced in that first race on the card. These 2-year-olds though, 1:15.65, doing it well. 37.13. Now the track's been opened up after the first 2 races. 37.13 the section. Let's head down to Adam. There were high expectations of Perfect Jewel, and she pretty much delivered them.
Yeah, you're right, Darren. A lot of expectation, what we've seen from the trial and also what we've seen with this family. And Bob, when you have a first starter, I guess you just want exactly that. Maybe not 3 wide the trip, but a nice win and showing a lot of promise. Yes, well, we knew all along that she was quite good, but with the way this family's been going lately, you come with a bit of intrepidation. It's been a bit like that for racing, isn't it? The highs and lows of the game. You've had 2 beautiful fillies have no luck at all in recent weeks, so hopefully this is the start of it all turning. Yeah, well, Royal Star I thought was our best one to come through from last year, and things went wrong with her, and she didn't produce what I think she was capable of, and then with this one coming along, I hope that nothing goes wrong with her. Well, the full to Royal Star, the half to Star Exhibit, and then we're talking about the bloodlines there with Galaxy Star as well. It's a pretty handy family, isn't it? Yes, and Enticing Star as well. What type of plan are you thinking of this prep? Many runs or just a couple in and out? What's the plan moving forward? No, that'll be it. She'll go out now. And just rest her up and bring her back for some of these better 3-year-old races? Well, hopefully we can, yes. What can we expect from the horse in the next, Bob? He's not quite as good as this one. Not quite.
Nowhere near.
All right, well, hopefully we can see a nice forward showing. As we said, this is a magnificent family. Let's hope that luck turns for you because it's been a pretty tough few weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
There's Bob Peters. We'll have a quick chat to William Pike now as well. Pike, he 3 wide the trip, but when you're on a horse like this, it doesn't really matter. Keep him out of trouble and let him click through the gears. Yeah, that's not really the plan. We're still here to learn and educate. Obviously, she's got a nice engine, gets you out of trouble. She jumped a lot better than I thought she would, so that's probably why I got stuck there. But once I was there, I still wasn't too worried. You know, as everyone knows, she got high expectations and thought she was good enough to do it, but just would have been nice to get in amongst the field for next time. You mentioned that education process, and despite not being in the bunch, she did settle quite nicely outside that second horse, and she didn't look to be pulling too much from what we were seeing. No, they're just a very good racehorse family. Even though they're quirky, they've never been shy of a task, and they're just all round, they're good racehorses, just a bit touchy in between. We know that Bob's magnificent with his breeding, and I'm sure he gets very excited, but do you still get a little bit of a grin on your face when you quickly go through and you see full sister to Royal Star, half the star exhibit, and you go, this could be another absolute ripper coming through? No, I don't look at their breeding. I don't know what they're related to until I pretty much get legged on, I guess. I just know off their trials and the feel they give. Very rarely look at their breeding. Well, now you know. Congratulations on the win. Thank you. There's William Pike, winning jockey aboard a perfect jewel. As we said, a magnificent family, and hopefully this can continue that moving forward.